I could have titled this. I could have titled this anything else, and I should have. Oh, wow, that background looks crazy. Hey, what's going on? Shout out to you guys. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. That's right. We're kicking the Bobo here, and we are getting things rocking and rolling. I just dove right up into this without any repercussion of what may happen by doing so. And hopefully it's going to be a good stream. That's what I've titled this after all. Shout out to you guys. Hope you're having a fine Monday. And we're getting up into this, ready to rock and roll. I did a live stream earlier this morning over on the Twitch side. Shout out to anybody who took the time to check that out. That was a pretty good one. Today's probably going to carry over from that. I may seem a little closer to you. Got a different lens on here, just trying that out. But still, my little green screen attributes in the background just ain't really hitting on what they need to be. And what is going on with my computer? I got way too many windows open is probably what it is. So much to share with you folks. Thank you for taking the time to rock with me. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me, and I appreciate you for that. And yeah, bear with me. I'm just trying to do a little bit of bureaucratic housekeeping, guess is what you could call it. That's not what I meant to do. And now I got to go all the way back around. Oh, perfect. That worked out beautifully. All right, I'm here. No intro on the stream. Let's just get right up into it. Hopefully it looks a little bit better, I guess. Shout out to everybody taking the time. Thank you to the channel members. Thank you to the moderators. Appreciate you guys being up in here. Folks, where are we going to begin today? Well, I've got notes ready for this stream. Relock says stream number 2. You better bet it right there. Kevin, shout out to you. You were in that earlier stream as well. Mr. B Green also. If you're wondering why the green screen doesn't look so good, it's because this shirt is almost green, I guess, according to the computer. So I had to make some adjustments. This was all I could make. This was all I could do to make sure that I didn't look holographic. So there we go. Scarfo was the only one that caught that joke about the Monday. Every day feels like a Monday, does it not? I mean, ask yourself. All right, so where do we begin? A lot to share with you guys, folks. Redskin Chris, let's start with that. Did you get the doctor appointment, bro? My God, my brain is about to explode, folks. Let me talk about that real quick. Y'all know that your boy is in the piss poor health. I got some bad issues. That hernia is really bad. Nerve damage in my rib, unbelievably bad. So if you see me moving around, it's because my stuff is messed up. So last night, I'm really starting to freak out, right? I'm like, what if it's too late? What if I waited too long? Because I got other issues going on too, and I don't really want to bore you with all of those, even though I did spend an entire live stream earlier this week talking about doo-dooing on myself. But nonetheless, I'm really worried about my health, okay? I got to get this shit going on. So last night I really started freaking out about it because I'm like, yo, what if I waited too long? I've got insurance. I pay a lot of money for insurance for private health care for me and my son, and I pay that. My wife has her own insurance through her work. It's cheaper for it to be that way because if my wife were to try to put me and my son on hers, it's more through her work than it is what I'm paying. I'm paying like $800 a month, I believe. And I think for her, I think it's about the same, maybe a little bit more. Long story short, I know that that's super boring. So I pay for this insurance, but I don't even know what it is. Like, I got this U.S. Health and a card that I've lost, but I got a screenshot of it. So I called the insurance company this morning, and I'm like, yo, what's my insurance information? They tell me all of that. I said, hey, can you send me a list of the doctors that accept my insurance? So they send me 12 pages, all sorts of different doctors. So I start calling places. Some of the information is wrong. To get through this as quickly as possible, this is how it goes. Damn, did that thing just freeze up? For whatever reason, it looked like it freezed up. I call the first place. I got to go through all this automated bullshit. I'm a new patient looking for a primary care physician. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I need an assessment on a hernia and a pre-op so you can send me off for surgery somewhere. So I call the first place. I get through all the automated shit. I finally get somebody on the line. I've been on the phone for like 7 minutes at this point. In the midst of me talking with them, the phone gets disconnected. I'm like, you son of a gun, this is insanity, right? Like, it gets disconnected. So I'm like, all right, screw it. Let me call somebody else because it took me 7 minutes just to get in contact with somebody. I call the next people, and they're like, I get in contact with them really quick, and they're like, okay, somebody's going to give you a call back. I was like, okay, cool. So are they going to give me a call back like today or like maybe later this week? They were like, hey, you're asking too many questions. You're asking too many questions. They said, I don't know when they're going to call you back. They might call you. Like, I don't know. I can't provide that information for you, sir. I'm like, yo, I'm just asking for like an estimated timeline. They say they don't know, so I say, okay, whatever. I get off the phone with them. I call the third people. The third people, I get on the phone with them, and they're super rude. This reception lady had me ready to leave a review. So she was like, I said, hey, I'm a new patient. I'm trying to find a primary care physician. I've got insurance, you know. She was like, well, do you have Medicaid or Medicare? I'm like, nah, I don't know. I don't know. I said, I've got U.S. Health, and it's United Healthcare. Damn. We had over 200 people up in here, but when Joe started talking about if you got diabetes, you should get them checked often, people dipped out. They was like, hey, yo, there's better shit going on than this. That's all right, though. We're going to weed the herd here. We're going to weed the herd. That actually offended me a little bit. We lost 40 people. Where did they come from? Where did they go? Where did they come from? Where did they go? Remember that? I think I rewrote that too. Hey, Joe, shout out to you. We just talk about dumbass healthcare right now. Long story short, this person tries to tell me that they were like, do you got Medicaid or Medicare? I was like, I don't know. I said, I got U.S. Health, and underneath of it, it says United Healthcare. So they were like, okay, well, you need to go figure out what you have. I said, but I got my policy number right here. I said, you know, you want to just try it? Because they was trying to rush me off the phone. So they try it. Tell me why that shit's like, oh, yeah, you are approved. You're accepted. Matter of fact, we're taking on new clients. I was like, damn, you was about to rush me off the phone. I said, I'm trying to make an appointment for as soon as possible. You know, this lady looked at me and said over the phone, she looked at me over the phone and she said, sure thing, sir. The earliest we can get you in is July the 10th. I said, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Billy McFly says, start a hernia fund. You better bet it. Hey, that donation goal is coming in just a second. We're getting to it. There's the pain right there. Every time I'm in pain, I'm going to tell you guys. Jason says, I just smoked. I could have gone my whole... Shout out to you, man. I will make this... I'll leave you in giggles. I'll give you the zoomies. So, she said July the 10th was the earliest they could get me in. I was like, yo, I might not even be here by July the 10th. If I let this keep going, I'm in pain. If I let this keep going, hey, I need this addressed ASAP. So I'm really pissed off at this point because I'm like, yo, this is going nowhere quickly. So I call the first place back that I got disconnected talking to them. And I finally get in contact with them again. They asked me for my insurance information. I give it to them. They said, sir, I don't know. I don't know a policy number that starts with 00. And I'm like, well, that's what I got. So they give me an appointment for next Wednesday at 8:30. I got a doctor's appointment. I said, listen, I need to get this hernia assessment and pre-op for surgery. They was like, yo, we don't even do all that. They was like, we don't even prescribe medication. I'm like, then what the beep type of doctors is you? What kind of doctors is you? Are you veterinarians? What do we pay for insurance for is what I really want to know. Shit, man, Luigi. Marlene says just go to the ER. I mean, really is probably what I'm going to end up having to do. So here's the deal. They give me an appointment for next Wednesday. I've got insurance. Tell me why I get off the phone, I get a text message with a quote. I get a quote for this doctor's appointment. Just a doctor's appointment. I'm about to show you this shit. You have an estimate. This shit wild. I can't show it to you because I might leak some information. And doctor-client, shit. Like, there's a link right here. I don't want nobody, like, copying and pasting the link. But anyways, let me read you this shit. It says bond secures. You have a new estimate. Your estimated responsibility for the visit on May the 21st. Are you ready for this? I've got insurance. Is $302.40. Folks, I shit you not. There it is right there. And you know what we should do? We really should get rid of super chats. We really should. I had to actually blow that up a little bit. Folks, I'm going for a doctor's appointment, and that shit is $302.40. Talking about your expected prepay amount is $40. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, Joe, oh, no, you only got to pay $40 and your insurance is going to cover the rest. If somebody could spam my Cash App, that would be so greatly appreciated. Exclamation point 1. I know it like the back of my hand. So I'm like, damn, $302.40 for a doctor's appointment is diabolical. I go and I look at the quote because I can click on it and I can check it out. And so when I click on it and I check it out, it tells me that the original cost for this doctor's appointment was $500 and something odd dollars. Oh, they gotta verify they gotta verify everything right here. They texted my phone and there's the code right there. Boom, enter the code. All right, there we go. Damn, they got a 2-factor on this shit. Maybe because I've logged into it too many times. I've looked at this 3 times. Look at this shit, man. Hey, I shit you not. Look at this. Look. Hey, look. Look at this. Zoom in, you son of a gun. Talking about I got to pay $302. The total fees is $504. Folks, they giving me some sort of a 40% discount. And I'm like, yo, how am I getting a 40% discount? What the world is? When I click on it, it says a discount on total fees for patient paying out of pocket. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then they say, I'm not using insurance. United Healthcare is probably not one of their preferred people, is what it's seeming like when my insurance provider gave me these people to call. Yo, if I go there and they don't take my insurance and I got to pay for this, woo. Shout out to Griff up in the chat trying to Cash App your boy. Hey, I need to turn on my Cash App notifications. That way when you do that, I can see it. How do I turn on the I'm in so much freaking agony and pain. Like, it's almost to the point where I can't even freaking focus. I got a robocaller, and I know this is somebody who's calling me from jail. Yellow.
Hi, Ted. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Who is this?
Sir, this is Will from Rank Orbit LLC. We are a business development firm, and I'm calling you regarding your Google Business Profiles optimization. Can I have a minute?
No, not at all. God, he said his name was Will. I didn't trust him right there. All right, notifications. Folks, trust me when I tell you we got a lot going on this live stream. I just needed to get the boring stuff out of the way first. Yeah, I had to get the boring stuff out of the way first. I guess there's not a notification for that, which is insanity to think. Anyways. Kimberly, shout out to you. Wish I could give more, but I paid $8,000 for my granddaughter's braces. What are we paying for insurance for? Shout out to you, Kimberly. Gordon says, out of network doctor. It's always something, right? You pay for this shit, and you pay dearly for it, and they make it the most impossible freaking thing for you to use. Will said he was calling for my Google verified shit. I get that phone call all day, every day. That phone call means nothing to me. All right, folks, what do you say we go ahead and we have us a grand old time? Dare I say, a gay old time. Let's go. If you were in my live stream earlier this morning over on OnlyFans, I mean Twitch, I shared some very secret, covert information over there, and it's definitely worth going and listening to. I'm going to share about all of that over here too. So I was on Craigslist and I ran across the most diabolical ad listed. Folks, I ran across an ad on Craigslist that said, let's go ahead and pull that ad back up. Here we go. Redskin Chris, you know they hit me up. And we're running on limited time, folks. We need to get right to it. I was under the resumes section and the jobs wanted. This ad was posted 6 days ago, but clearly it's still relevant today because I would respond to this ad and them folks would hit me right back. Well, not right back, but they hit me back. Folks, this ad says I need $100 by 4 p.m. That's all that it says. And when I click on the ad, it says, willing to do whatever it takes. Oh, boy. It is 2:23 in the afternoon right now. What do you mean you need $100 by 4 p.m.? I need $305 by the 21st. Oh, God, the spam calls are just going to come ridiculously now because I answered one. Now, hear me out when I say this. What a side hustle this could be. Imagine this. I'm actually about to put this same exact ad up there on Craigslist. I need $100 by 4 p.m. I'm willing to do anything. Just imagine the matter of fact, what the hell am I doing? I just gave you a bazillion view idea for YouTube. Do this. Forget going and faking, bonding out random strangers. Folks, we are doing God's work right here. This person, whoever they are, made this post saying, I need $100 by 4 p.m., willing to do whatever it takes. When I clicked reply, it gave me their name and their phone number. Their name is Papoose. Isn't that a rapper? So I copy and pasted the number. I put it in my burner phone number that's still on this phone attached to this IP. And I texted them. Folks, they texted me back. First, let me read you the text that I hit them with. Morkit Vlog, shout out to you. I have 5 bones in my spine fractured. I can't get until June. My meds is $12,000 a month. For MS, insurance is a joke. For me, insurance is a joke. Is that what you mean? No, I get it. And Jesus Christ, $12,000 a month. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that shit, man. Please don't feel obligated to have to kick to me, though. And I hope that that gets squared away for you. And when they finally get you in, they get you squared away. I got a doctor's appointment on Wednesday. When are they going to, what is that even going to do for me? I mean, you're probably right. I probably just need to go to the frickin' ER. Maybe I do that tomorrow. Hey, Dab, shout out to you, brother. Woo, shout out to you guys, man. I appreciate the love over here. Cash App is slow when they... there we go. Marcus, shout out to you, brother. I appreciate you. Jonathan, I appreciate you. Christopher, I appreciate you. Thank you, guys, man. It means the world right there. Yeah, at least on Cash App, they ain't taking 30%. That's for damn sure. So I hit this weirdo up, and I said, hello, I'm reaching out to you from the ad on Craigslist where you said you were willing to do anything for $100 by 4 p.m. What exactly do you mean by that? I hit them up at 10:14. I was doing a live stream on Twitch when I did this. At 12:44, they said, I am willing. Next message. To do anything. Next message. Before 4. Folks, I'm hitting them up right now. Sounds enticing. We're running on borrowed time right now. It's almost 4. Have you had any luck with this venture previous to me reaching out? What exactly do you need the $100 for? Just curious. I may be able to help. All right, folks, we're going down an unbelievable 8mm Nicolas Cage-like movie rabbit hole right here. My God. What is going to come from this frickin' Pandora's box? So hear me out on this. We already know this is probably a something about Mary rest stop-like situation. Buddy probably just wants the wood or is willing to work with the wood for $100. But what if? And here's the deal. I'm hoping that this is not to score with, but there's probably a pretty good likelihood that $100 by 4 p.m. is to score. But maybe not. Maybe this guy is living Fantasy Fest every single day. And he's only got till 4 o'clock in the afternoon to do so. Son of a bitch. Legitimately, I myself only have till 4 o'clock every day. I know this seems like I probably posted this ad myself, but I promise you I didn't. And I hope that we're able to get this person on the phone. But hear me out, though. I'm thinking about posting a competing ad. I'm willing to do whatever it takes for $90 by 4 p.m. What if this turned into the next big business venture here? First it was a painting business, and now it's selling freak-offs or whatever the hell. This is going to be endless content right here. Mike says spending Rainey's money on a glory hole is diabolical. My wife does not give me any money. We have separate bank accounts. I know that people say that that's probably a sign of not good things, but it's smart because I'm not very smart. But I take care of plenty of the responsibilities. I do. I pay the mortgage. I pay me and my son's health care. I pay 2 car payments. I pay a couple of credit cards. Yeah, I pay quite a bit. Hey, Billy McFly, shout out to you, brother. That is diabolical. So here's the deal. I hope this guy hits me back. I hope that this is not a drug addict down on their luck, just looking to score. Let's just say it is some freaky old dude, right? Sort of like the grandpa from Family Guy. Folks, can you imagine what we could get for $100? And I'm not talking about no woodworking. I'm talking about a video. We found an ad on Craigslist where somebody said they needed $100 by 4 p.m. And we partook. We met this person. And we said, it's go time. First order of business. I need a red wagon carriage and a Burger King crown. I need to be chauffeured around like the royalty that I am. Parade me around. Dun, 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 dun. What else can we do? I need my truck washed. I need my house cleaned. Yes, Daddy says Cassie's husband is punching air right now. Oh, boy. Boy, that Diddy trial, man. That shit is. Yo, hey, man. Diddy was a wild, wild individual. If this person does not hit me back shortly, we're going to call him Papoose. What an interesting name. Is that just your username? So there's that. We got that going on. David, what's going on with your brother? Get some dating apps and catch predators, Joe. Huh. I do see that that's pretty big business. I do see that that's pretty big business. Yeah, man. All right, so anyways, I got plenty of shit to move on to. Frank says, so why do us that are not in Twitch, what do us do that are not in Twitch to find out about the getting out thing? You don't have to be in Twitch. I have no, I was only kidding when I said that it was a secret covert meeting. Truthfully, there's only about 30 people that show up there. But I did try to call the Getting Out app yesterday, and they told me over the phone that they did not ban my account. They said that the jail did. They said that the jail did. So that's insanity. I was talking to Jellicoe earlier today, too, and I told him that my game plan is by tomorrow to have a burner phone. I mean, screw it. If I get a burner phone, I think I'm good. So we'll see. If that does not work, man, I might be hit there. All right, so, yeah, but shout out to Twitch, because on Twitch, I can definitely be a little bit more freeform, which I like. I really don't like this so close anymore. Ugh. There we go. Let's back it up a little bit. I felt like you guys were getting a little too personal with me. Now I got to come way over here like I... Anyways. Ryan says, are you and Rabbit still cool? Go back and watch yesterday's live stream. Rabbit was on the show. So, yeah. Folks, because you may or may not, probably did not see the live stream that I did earlier today on Twitch, I have, in fact, infiltrated a brand new prisoner visiting video platform. That's right, folks. We're not only in, we're so freaking in. Account is good, as far as I know, and we've already started adding contacts. Now, I don't know. Jason, shout out to you, man. Wow. I'm getting all sorts of messages right now. So, folks, I've just infiltrated a brand new prisoner visiting software. I don't know. I've never heard of this before. This shit is so not that great. They don't even have an app for that. You got to do it on a computer. However, there's a lot of states and a lot of institutions that use this service. So we created an account and we started adding contacts from all over the place. And not only have some of those contacts already started to accept us, and you really need to go watch the Twitch live stream at this point. I'll give you the goods, but the rest of it you need to go see over there because they actually have options like who are you to the prisoner. Folks, the options list is this God bless it long. If you were in that live stream, you know we spent like 5 minutes reading who we could be to these people. I'm talking about baby mamas, baby daddies, and so much more. So, not only have we started getting accepted by these new people in this brand new app or this brand new website for visiting prisoners, not only have I started getting accepted, folks, I got the first message while we was doing this live stream. Oh, let's read it. Oh, and by the way, we're changing the game. You remember how I said, oh, let's just visit women and have dudes, you know, maybe the guys will like that. You know what? I got a better idea. Folks, all I want to visit now, I don't know why I keep doing it, are the old heads. You got to be 60 or better. Huh? Who is this? I'm your grandson. Hi, Dad. That's right. We're looking for the Fleece Johnsons. McFly says, Pastor Joe, that's literally one of the things that you could be. All right, so we got a message. Who is this from? Now, mind you, the guys that we've added are all in their 60s. And we know this because we can see their birth year. Their birth year is 60. Even one guy whose birth year was in the 50s, buddy's 70-something years old. You got to be 60 or better. All right, new message notification from Jeffrey. Oh, we got to log in. That's wild. I'm logged in, so I'm going to read you this. Marlene, it's not the hernia pain, it's this nerve pain. Listen, I don't want to bore you guys to death with these medical issues that I've got, but I'm just going to tell you them real quick. Big ass hernia in my belly button that's gotten bigger. Super, super bad nerve pain right underneath of my rib. When I used to go to the chiropractor, I had this pain too, and they would crack my back. And this nerve pain comes from my back because of a compressed disc in my back. But I can't go to the chiropractor because I can't have you bouncing on my back when I got a hernia protruding out my belly button. I'm all sorts of bad. I'm all sorts of bad off. Relock says 70-something might have them bad charges. That's going to make it better. Granddad, hey, Granddad, you don't remember me? You don't remember me? You don't even remember me, do you? Oh, my God. Folks, we are about to turn up with this shit. Somebody said the over-under on me getting banned on this one was only 3 days. Give me some God bless it credit here. Grandpa, I'm over here. You're talking to the plant. Look. All right, where am I at? Let's go to messages. We've got one new message. We can't even read the message. This message has been sent COD. Can you imagine in the year 2025, we're still doing cash on delivery? And requires the payment of 50 cents service credit to view. Damn, they charging 50 cents a message on this shit. Unfortunately, you do not have enough service credits. Now, here's the other cockamamie part to all of this. Folks, I've already put $20 in this shit. I know that I did because it was taken out of my bank. I know that I did because, I can see the receipt on the thing. The problem is it seems like it must take like 24 hours or maybe even longer, who knows, before that money gets deposited into the account. What did Jeffrey message us and say? Who is this? So, unfortunately, we can't read the message until the money gets deposited. But just know, we've done that. Now, mind you, also, we've added about 8 contacts, like 2 women and like 6 old heads. I don't know what they're locked up for. I don't know the color of their skin. I don't know shit about them. I just saw a name and a year, and that's what I went with. So who knows who's going to pop on when we're doing this? But best you believe we're doing this shit live. And I found the way to do so. Folks, they don't have an app, so I can't mirror my phone. We already tried during the live stream earlier to test the equipment, but because my camera's already being used in an OBS software to do a live stream, I can't use it twice. We can't double dip with the camera device. Now, of course, I've got 3 cameras hooked up to the computer, and you should easily be able to switch between them, but for whatever reason, you can't do that neither. At least I haven't figured out how to do so. So hear me out when I tell you how we're about to do this. I should have worked in IT. I'm going to take my laptop. We're going to get us an Ethernet switch, not a splitter. So I'm already Ethernet and hardlined out here through a splitter. We're going to switch to the laptop. So bada bing, bada boom, we're going to do the visit through the laptop and the live stream through the computer. And that is how we're going to do this. So Nate says, Joe, can you not use screen mirroring? So I don't know if like a computer offers screen mirroring. Like I don't even know how that works. Maybe they do. I just want to know like why you can't use a webcam in 2 different open platforms or softwares. For example, if I was doing this live stream, I can't open Zoom or Skype and do anything there with this camera. There's got to be a way to double use the webcam. Superstay, I looked at the virtual camera in OBS. I don't know a lot about it, but that could be a part to this as well. Trust me when I tell you, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm also thinking about contacting the jails that banned the first situation and doing a whole deep dive video, getting in contact with the jail and just asking why. What freaking gives? For what reason did you ban us? Because that goes against our terms and conditions. What terms and conditions? What the frick were we doing? By you allowing video visitation to take place in the first place, and a person's got to pay to use that, you're getting a kick. You're getting the brunt of that payment. What you so mad for? If anything, we're promoting your service. I just don't understand what we did so wrong. Joe's, make sure you come right back. BRB for reals. For reals. Joey back shots. Diabolical right there. Diabolical. This sucks that we have to wait to get approved. Oh, yeah. And we're waiting on this guy to hit me up, too, about the $100 for the weird shit before 4 o'clock. Hey, Mark, shout out to you, brother. Appreciate all the support, man. Thank you for being up in here. I'm very curious to know why there's an issue with what we were doing. Now, of course, the reason it was shut down is because a troll sent an email to the facility saying that what I was doing was illegal and criminal and I should be investigated criminally. And the reason I know this is because they sent that same email to me to show me, like, see, Joe, this is what I'm doing to you. So I figure, okay, maybe the jail was just like, we ain't trying to deal with this. Let's just shut it down. But if that was your rationale, if the troll won that big, nah, man, we got to fight for our right to party. Like a Beastie Boys song. We got to get back in there. And you know what? If there's a situation where, like, maybe do you know how many other videos that I see posted on the internet? Maybe not people doing random visits, but I see plenty of videos posted from the visitation situation. If other people are doing it, why can't we? What's so wrong with what we were doing? Because we were helping people get some support and trying to spread positivity? Now, this next endeavor of me going and visiting Grandpa might be a little different. It might be a little different. But we'll see. We'll see how it all pans out. Shout out to everybody taking the time to rock with me, man. I didn't title this thing too strongly, so, shout out to the fact that we got over 300 people up in here. When I rage bait the titles, we usually get the stronger numbers. I didn't have anything to rage bait today. I mean, I probably did, but I didn't want to do that. And anytime that I'm rage baiting, just know that it's for real, whatever it is I'm rage baiting about. So far, we've had two contacts from this new prisoner website accept us. I'm excited to see. Hopefully by tomorrow we're back online. In one way or another we should be, because I'm going to have a burner phone tomorrow and hopefully my money gets deposited here. Look at you, Jim, talking so badly about my health here. It's wild because my health is so bad, talking about how's Harry the hernia. Harry the hernia is not doing so well. It's not doing so well, that's for damn sure. Oh, see, I don't want to go that whole RTMP, by the way, because that's like going a whole route that I don't know. But Super Stay Up, hey, can you message me on Facebook and help me with that if you use Facebook? After Prison on Facebook. I'm an illiterate when it comes to this type of shit. When you say RTMP, all I think about is the Matrix and numbers scrolling. I get I freeze up with stupidity. Colin says, what's the reasoning for not going to get the hernia checked out? I literally just got my doctor's appointment today for next Wednesday. And unfortunately for me, I like to wait till the last minute. It's pretty freaking bad right now. So there was a little bit of holding off or hesitation in the past, and that was because I didn't know where my insurance card was, and I knew calling the insurance company was going to be a real pain in the ass, and then trying to find a doctor because I don't have one was going to be a real pain in the ass. And I just did all of that today, and if you're interested in hearing about how that experience went for me, check out the beginning of this stream. Amstall says, not Tom's pipe. I never heard back from that girl. Should we try to call her again? We've got some phone calls to make, folks. Let's start first with the $100 weirdo on Craigslist. See if we can get him on the line. He might be tied up right now. He might be busy. He might be working for $100 right now. Let's call them. So if you're just joining me and you're wondering, Joe, what are you talking about? I ran across a diabolical post on Craigslist earlier today that said, willing to do anything for $100 by 4 p.m. I would message this person inquiring, and they messaged me back and they said, I am willing to do anything before 4 p.m. I've messaged them again saying that this sounds enticing and that we're running on borrowed time because it's almost 4 p.m. They haven't responded. We need to call them right now and ask if they're busy. We got a lot of ground to cover, folks, and we need to move fast. Is there a voicemail, or is this a WhatsApp number?
I'm sorry, the person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
They probably got brick when they heard that phone ring and they realized it was us. That's when they realized we were serious about this. Dark Knight, shout out to you, man. I hope you get yours checked out. Shit stain. This is the second time that I'm seeing your comment right here about the mass unbanned. If there's somebody that you would like to see me unban, please let me know. I'm in a forgiving type of a mood, so I don't mind that. All right, anyways, we got to move on, man. Shout out to everybody taking the time, man. We had almost 400 people up in here, but they checked out pretty quick. Where do these 60 and 40 people come from? I feel like there's like these watch parties. I just always wonder where they come from and where they just dip off to. It's like they all come together and they all leave together. I always wonder about that. All right, so much to share, folks. This party is just getting started. Where do we go from here? Amstel keeps asking about Tom, man. The shit that I could share with you in relation to Tom, it's getting pretty deep, man. I wish this guy the best, but it's just not looking good in terms of just how things are going. And I don't mean that in relation to like his case or anything like that, but like us trying to get more taking place. I'm not putting together the GoFundMe. That's definitely not happening. So I saw somebody had relayed a message to me saying that somebody else was going to put the GoFundMe together. And if they did, would I promote it? And I'm not really feeling that. And then the girl. Let's go to the girl who supposedly had Tom's phone and the one that he took the charge for. Let's call her. You know what I hope that this isn't seen? Never mind, I'm not even going to say that. We're going to call this chick right now. What's her name? Allie? I should have just cold called her and never even texted her first. Should have just cold called.
Sorry, the mailbox is full and there is not enough space to leave a message.
Wow. You've got a lot of people calling you looking for some money that you probably owe them. You know what's wild about this situation? I hope that that's not seen as witness tampering. Oh, but she's not a witness. She's got no part in the situation because Tom took the damn charge, unfortunately. But how wild would it be if she would entertain a conversation, recorded, of course, and she admitted that the pipe was hers? Now, folks, I'm not exactly sure the ins and outs about telling somebody that you're recording a phone call. Do you have to tell them? No, that That's wild. That is diabolical. Holy moly. Folks, I just got a message from one of our faithful telling me that their account on the Getting Out app is also now banned. Terminated. Not even suspended. Terminated. They just screenshotted this shit to me. It's got the same freaking message that mine did. Oh boy. Don't you worry, Getting Out. I know you're listening. And don't you worry, Jail. I know you're watching. We'll be back tomorrow. We will. Damn, that's wild. What is going on with that? Why are they banning us? And why would they ban you? You did nothing wrong. Because you were relaying the information to me. They didn't know you were relaying the information to me. Huh. Painkiller says the After Diabolical show. You better bet it. You know what's funny is I've got so many videos still left to post from all of the times that we've had. I've actually got a video coming out today, as a matter of fact, with an awesome supporter. Not going to put their name out there. I don't know why, because it's all throughout the video. Visiting with one of the homies. Well, one of the female homies, that is. Damn, man, that's wild. Miss, shout out to you. We don't have Cash App in Canada. Appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you for the thought. We do have a super chat button if you feel okay with that. Damn, man, that really is screwing things up here, man. We're going to have to do a burner phone giveaway. Grumpy Old Man says, I bet they found you, then flagged all the contacts with the people you talked with. Good God, man. Good God. I don't know how this could be happening. But this is horrible. This is horrible. Should we call the girl back? Unbelievable. Oh, yeah. Damn, I got all sorts of messages coming through. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, so ain't no telling, but obviously that's the issue right there. What you just messaged me, that's the issue. So we just solved that one riddle right there as to what's going on. So now it makes me wonder, what if it wasn't the jail that I thought it was that banned me, and in fact, it was the other one? And you know what's wild about that? That's exactly the way that it went down. Son of a bitch, man. So, folks, here's the development that I'm seeing right this second. I was under the impression that I called gettingout.com. They said they didn't ban my account. They said they had no information on that, so they said it had to come from the jail side. So, I automatically assumed that it was Virginia Beach that did it. I'm not so sure it was anymore. And in fact, it seems more plausible that it was the jail that Brandy's in. I'm about to call them folks tomorrow. Yeah, we got to figure out what's going on with that. Damn, man. She was getting full up in there. She was getting full up in there. Unreal. You can't do good for people without people hating on it. So I want to share a little story time with you guys real quick. Sorry, I was reading an email. And I think that this is super cool, and maybe you guys will get a kick out of this. So I've had some pretty wild things happening as of late, and I didn't really know like what was real and what wasn't. And in fact, I thought everything was fake. I thought everything was some kind of a sideways attack or ploy to bait me into some bullshit. One of those was a guy who reached out to me and wanted me to offer some prison consulting. Folks, that's right. Your boy just got an opportunity to do some prison consulting. And I haven't done very much of that. And in fact, in this particular case, I haven't done anything like that before, because this was not consulting somebody who was preparing to go to prison. Folks, this was consulting somebody on a movie about prison. So when this person reaches out to me, I don't really know if this is legit or not. Of course, you don't never know what's legit, but they sent me enough information for me to feel like, you know, there's probably some legitimacy to this. So let me at least see. So I got to get on a Zoom call with a father and son team. Very awesome people. Son was a film school graduate. Father is a screenwriter, and they are legitimately putting together a full-blown motion picture prison movie. I'm not going to go into details about the movie at all because, you know, that's what they're working on, and it's not my place to say. But I'll say they wanted to consult me for authenticity purposes, like for what the prison experience is like. And for them to choose me out of so many is kind of wild. You know, there's way more tougher, badder guys than me out there, and I'm not any of that. But what was interesting about this was I was the third person that they had spoken to, doing a lengthy Zoom call with a bunch of questions. And it was really cool to share my perspective on things and to hear some of the other perspective that had been shared with them already and what I felt in relation to that. And most of it I agreed with, and there was only very little that I didn't agree with. And it wasn't that I really didn't agree with it, but I just felt maybe their rationale for a certain thing was because of how their particular experience was, you know, versus how maybe somebody else's might be. I share all of that with you because by the time we get done with this, you know, it's probably like an hour and a half visit. Maybe it was only an hour. By the time we get done with it, we're kind of just shooting the shit. And I was like, listen, I'm super intrigued. I love what you guys are doing. If I can help you any further, please let me know. Like, I would love to just help in any way. I said I would, you know, I really appreciate film work and movie stuff and short film stuff. I said, you know, it's kind of crazy because I had this guy, great friend of After Prison Show, who I haven't heard from in a while. And if you watch this, NS, hit me up, who wanted me to put together a zombie apocalypse movie. And I told these guys about it, and they thought that it was insane. I said, yeah, it wasn't like any kind of normal zombie apocalypse movie. I said it was a gay zombie apocalypse movie. And they chuckled for a bit and thought that that was kind of funny. And I didn't go into details about it because, you know, that's still something that could very likely happen. So I told them, I said, you know, I actually made my own prison movie. It's a short film. I made it all out of stock footage. But the fact that I was able to find enough stock footage to compile a 14-minute movie and then literally write the script on the fly after I had pieced this thing together, I said it came out pretty cool, so I sent it to them. I just got an email from these guys, and man, they were blown away by it. They said that it was pretty cool. So who knows? Maybe Hollywood's calling. Dark Knight says, what the F? Amstal says, gay zombie. Oh, my God, you guys, you don't know about that idea. Oh, God. Whew. Yeah. The gay zombie apocalypse. Oh, my God. They're not eating each other. They're kissing each other. Yeah, man. The gay zombie apocalypse was going to be freaking good. It was going to be a motley crew of haphazardous women who have to save the world from the end of humanity. Kevin says NS fell off. He came in here, not too long ago. Well, a couple of weeks ago, he had another account. He said that his account got banned. I can't understand for what reason why. But he had another account. But, he probably just moved on. Some people find other things that they're intrigued by. And maybe it's not After Prison Show anymore. But I was serious about the zombie apocalypse movie. I really was. We actually started doing some work on that. We did. Hey, Mark, shout out to you, brother. I just got that Cash App. I saw that right there. Appreciate that. I'm hearting these monies right here. You guys are awesome. Appreciate the support. I wish I could show you the work that I've put into the gay zombie apocalypse because I do have some clips. But some of them have a lot of cussing, and one of them has a little bit of almost borderline nudity. Yeah, it's really wild how that is. Mike Jones says, call the jail, Joe. I've been thinking about it. Like, I want to do it. I just don't want to make the situation any worse. And I need to weigh the pros and the cons, so I'm going to do that as we're doing this stream. First and foremost, the number one issue that I have is the main account of mine that got banned wasn't even my account to start with. It was Matt's. So if I call the jail, they're going to ask me a whole bunch of questions about the account. I'm going to have to provide information, and I'm not trying to be doing that during a live stream. That's the first issue. I did create another account right after that with my name because in order to get the accounts verified, you got to take a picture of your ID. And somebody had told me, so what if they ban your account, just create a new one with a new phone number and a new email. And I thought that might work, and it did for just a moment, but then it didn't. Why the hell has this account? I'm looking at the this next prisoner visitation thing, and I'm just wondering why my money hasn't been deposited yet. Does it take 24 hours for the money to get deposited? Huh. Reading a couple of messages right there. Shout out to everybody taking the time to rock with me on this Tuesday afternoon. You guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. Oh, shit. Redskin Chris said they got you for $37. Damn, man. Huh. Relock says you need a face filter like Snapchat has. Disguise yourself. That would be wild if they did have the face filter on here. They do have a lot of shit, but I don't think they have that. I've been watching these videos on TikTok of dudes using the face filters. And even crazier than that, like dudes are doing like skit videos, and some of them are so freaking good. Just using a face filter. Shit is, it's pretty good. But I don't know if you guys have seen. Have you seen this new trend taking over Instagram with these diabolical women? You know, as if parading around on the gram half nude was not good enough. Like, you know, you got to imagine how desensitized to content we all are. You see all of the most wild all day, every day. It's at the drop of a finger. You can see anything. So now what women are doing, I guess Instagram has this new face filter to make you look like you've got Down syndrome. So now these chicks are walking around like Down chicks. And man, dudes is gone off of this shit. The comment sections on these videos is diabolical. I just got to be honest with you. Buckeye, what's going on with you? Dave and I are doing a podcast right now. We filmed 2 episodes of it. We've only shared the first episode, but we're going to be getting together and filming even more on that. The second episode is great. You're going to like that. And definitely check out the full the full first episode. I posted a short of that first episode earlier today, but the full length thing is it's badass, man. Shout out to you, Buck. I appreciate you coming through here, man. We just be chopping it up. Ain't doing too much. Just getting older over here. Big Boss Man caught that Tuesday thing. I just like to say the wrong date in time for engagement. All right, we got to move on because ain't shit jumping right this second. We're just doing a whole lot of waiting. Folks, I got a couple of things that I want to share with you. And I need to look at my notes and make sure that we are tracking pretty good on this thing. The freaky messages, what's up with that? Yep, we're waiting on that guy. It's almost 4 o'clock. You know what? We need to text him back. It's almost 4 p.m. We've got 45 minutes. If I don't hear back from you, we're probably going to have to wait till tomorrow to rendezvous. Yeah, let me take out that last part. Rendezvous sounds very, very sneaky link-like. It's almost 4 p.m. We've got 45 minutes left. Why have you not responded? There we go. We need a little bit of desperation in this plea because tomorrow, here's what's going to happen. We're going to have a burner phone and a new account on the Getting Out app. We're going to hopefully have the money deposited into the new visitation software. So Getting Out, you might be left in the dust because we're moving on. There's 5 other platforms that do what you do. And maybe they'll respect us a little bit more. So there's that. And then we've got this person on Craigslist who posted an ad saying that they're willing to do anything for $100 before 4 p.m. Folks, I am unbelievably intrigued to get this person on the phone and hear what and why. But more important than that, by tomorrow, I will have a competing ad listed. I need $90 by 4 p.m. I can't even form the words. Almost willing to do almost anything. There you go. Something like that. Man of Steel says, is Craigslist still a thing? You better bet it, man. And plus, yeah, you better bet it. Craigslist will always have my heart because when I was in prison, that's how I first started getting involved with the prisoner pen pals. And then from there, I went to random prisoner visits trying to get people pen pals. What other kind of ads do they got? I wish I could find the one ad. Rent a husband. Whoa. Nice try, Diddy. In search of massage service. Huh. Anyone interested? Cash could be a regular gig. I'm a male senior citizen looking for a regular 30 to 60 minute massage / rub down. Damn. Would like to find someone to offer massage services weekly or bi-weekly. Must be female and open-minded with an array of services. You dirty old man. I need you to provide a location. If interested, please respond with contact information, pictures, and your array of massage and extras. Is Craigslist still a thing? Man, it is. It is. Where is this one post? There it goes. Right there. And I can't show you this as much as I want to. So let me tell you about this one. This post has transformed from what it first used to be. A couple of months ago, I first ran across this. And of course, I had to click on it because it said looking for a sugar daddy. I was like, oh, this is going to be good. I opened it up. And this woman in this picture right here, I can't show it to you because, YouTube would probably think that it's nefarious, diabolical even. Not to be judgmental, but just to try to give you guys a rough guesstimation of her weight. And I'm not making fun of large people. I'm large myself with a large hernia. I am nobody to judge a book by its cover. But this chick is as big as a library. That's a lot of covers. Yo, yeah, she got to be pushing P. I mean, easily over 300 pounds. Dressed scantily. And she was seeking a sugar daddy. She wanted somebody who was going to pay her bills. And she also mentioned that she does not cook nor clean, which I thought was unbelievably diabolical, given how much she probably enjoys a meal or two. Again, I'm not making fun. I'm just making an assessment here. Okay? She has since changed up the ad. No longer seeking a sugar daddy because obviously that job did not materialize. It now says, hi, seeking job. That's all that it says. Nothing else except for these scantily clad photographs that she's not naked or anything, but, ain't nobody trying to see that. That's a whole freaking lot of stomach right there. But you know what I love about Craigslist, aside from the sneaky links and, you know, all of the nefarious stuff, is the ingenuity and the entrepreneurship. You got dudes up here willing to do anything for anything. And, you know, who knows? I said earlier, maybe this could be our next business venture. If I post an ad that says I'm willing to do anything for $90 before 4 p.m., folks, that's a half a day's pay. And think of the content that could come from this. Hey, look, I need you to parade around in your underoos for $90. Say less. I just need to film this. I just need to film this. I don't know that number. Could it be a jail calling me, or is it somebody messing with me? Hello, who do I have on the line?
Hello, this is Jayla. You requested a call back from Smart Communications. You still need help?
Oh, my God. Wow, that was way earlier that I did that. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for giving me a call back.
No problem. How may I help?
Yes. So first of all, do you guys have an app? Because I don't see an app for your service.
No, sir. We only have a website.
Wow, that is insane. And I also made a deposit. I made 2 deposits earlier for $10 a piece. Those deposits still haven't gone through. Is there a wait period for how long did those take?
No, sir. It all depends on where you deposit those funds. The number I called you to, is that the number on your account?
Yes.
All right. Did you create an account on our... You're talking about you made payments on our website?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So the number I just entered, it doesn't look like there's an account with this phone number. Well, there is, but it's like from 2021. So if you can log in, is there a different number you can provide, sir, please?
Yes, I do have a different number. Hold on one second. That phone number is 757 524 1430.
I'm not finding an account with that phone number either.
All right, let me look at my account right here because I got my account.
All right, so let me know when you're logged in and then look for mobile number.
Yep, I got it right here. It's 757 524 1340. Oh, shoot. You know what? I put my wrong mobile number in here. Am I able to change that?
What's the phone number?
So the number on the account is 757 524 1340. But that number is wrong. That's not my number. I got it mixed up. Oh, no, wait, never mind. That number is right. I thought it was backwards. I'm sorry. I just looked it up. No, that number is correct.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Okay, what's your first and last name? I was able to locate your account.
Perfect. It's Joseph Guerrero.
So it looks like I see, and your date of birth. Confirm your date of birth.
Pardon me?
Can you confirm your date of birth, please?
Yes, 11/20/1982.
Thank you. So I see 2 payments that you made today, sir. So what happened was you had put it into the incorrect phone number. The last 4 digits, you mixed it up. You put like 4-3 instead of like
appreciate that.
Yes, no problem. One moment while I create this ticket for you.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, I muted this person. Was I not muted? Did I literally just dox myself? So it turns out what I did was I had the wrong phone number listed on my account. My dumb ass, I be dyslexia. Did I really?
All right, so I just want to go ahead and send that over to the management team. They'll be the ones to transfer it over. Is there anything else I could do for you today?
No, ma'am. I was just curious. Is there an app that's coming? And you just have to be at a desktop to do the visitation.
No, you can do it on any device, sir.
Oh, but there's just not an app, so I can use my device. I just have to log in on the internet from the
Yes, sir.
phone.
Correct.
I was trying to do that earlier, but it was telling me like it couldn't pick up my camera for whatever reason.
Just make sure you're using the app Google Chrome. Download the app Google Chrome to make sure you're
Okay, maybe that was the issue then. All right, I appreciate
make
it.
sure you do it on that web browser.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
All right, you too. Bye. Boy, she she couldn't get off the phone with me fast enough. I did just get a phone call, so I'm sure that somebody's got my number now. Son of a bitch, man. How is it when I'm turning this all the way down? Y'all are still hearing me. I can still see the volume going. What is going on with this? Oh, because that's not the volume. That's just the gain. Oh, Joe. Oh, Joe. Use a big old dummy. Well, to be honest, folks, that's just a Google number, so it's not like it's my real number. But it is how you can get in contact with me if you ever want to, so, you know. The fact that nobody's calling my phone right now just lets me know I'm a freaking loser, so there we go. So here's the wild thing about it. Turns out that money I deposited in that brand new visitor website, I put it in the wrong phone number. That's why it's taking so long. Gettingout.com, you can kick rocks. We found somebody better. They don't even got an app. You got to use an internet browser on your phone to try to do this shit on a visit. I can imagine this is going to be so bootleg. Now, I know for a fact that I tried to do this. Oh, maybe I didn't. Let's see if we can log in. I know I did it. I know I did it. I did. All right. So we're in. Let's see if we can see our account. They put a ticket in for us. Okay, we can see all of our connections. Good deal. Fund account. We have no money in the account, so we got to wait for that ticket to go through. You know what's wild is I was on the phone with them. I shit you not. I called their customer service. Literally. Maybe 11:30 this morning. Do you know they gave me the option to have somebody call me back when the first available representative became available? It is 3:30 in the afternoon. It's 4 hours later. Could you imagine if my ass would have sat on hold the whole time? Oh my God, everybody's calling my phone. Hello? Hello? They hung up. Man, I got people hitting me up now, boy. I can't believe I did that shit. Shit, hit me up, man. Hit me up. You're telling me about a story from South Florida. Let me know about it. Let me know about it. I can't believe I did that, man. I can't believe I did that. All right, well, here's the deal. I'm waiting for the money to get deposited in the account. I'm just going to answer every call that comes through at this point. Hello? Hello? It could have been important. Man of Steel, thank you. I was really wondering if I was a freaking loser. All right. Visit. Test camera and microphone. Confirm your browser capability. Let's begin the test. There's a problem turning on your webcam. Are you sure you've given this website permission to use it? How the frick do I do that when I'm on my phone? I need more help. Yo, they talking about using a webcam on your phone. Try again. Click to begin test below. No, I'm definitely not answering no unknowns. You can miss me with those. All right, you know what? You told me to do it on Chrome is what they were saying, and it's not working. Let me try it on a different browser. What if on Chrome it's just not working? All right, let's go here. I bet you it works right here. I bet you it works right here, and it didn't work over there. Oh, man. Everybody is calling me right now. Allow. All right, boom. We're in. Let's go to visit. Test. Test. Ain't that wild? Ain't that wild? This shit is working on some bogus ass Safari browser. Talking about just make sure you're using Chrome. God, you a son of a gun. Joe is a computer. Hello. I hear the birds. All right, boom. So we figured it out. Hey, Plasmar, shout out to you, man. Appreciate that. You are the man showing love on this thing. The world? What the Yo. Yo, pause, homeboy. Pause. Man, listen. You a cool guy and all, right? Buddy texted me and he said, hit me up after you're live and we could figure out a day to make something clap. The world we trying to make clap over here. Plasmar, shout out to you, man. Hey, Joe's, we back. We back. We've infiltrated a brand new visiting software, and all we're waiting on is for those dollars to get deposited. And, oh, God, that's all we're waiting on. They had to put in a work ticket for us because my dumb ass put it under the wrong phone number. Woo! I can't wait to visit these old men in prison and act like I'm their long-lost grandson. Could you imagine if it's like some old black man and I'm just like, Grandpa, is that really you? Grandpa, they told me you died in the war. Oh, shit. Hey, we're going to make it clap over here. Specimen says Tom can forget those quarters now. We moving on, man. We going to save Private Ryan in this bitch. Yeah. Oh, also, Joe's. Yeah, you're really late. Yeah. Joe done. Let me get them cheeks, Joe. God damn. Y'all are making me blush. Damn, man. Oh, my God. Specimen says, tell them they are your dad and you just found out the result. Yeah, I just found out you're my dad. You didn't get that child support information from 20 years ago plus interest? You guys are freaking horrible. Michael says, I found you on Ancestry. Hey, we ain't making it out the hood with this one, y'all. Oh, God. Nick, there's been no phone calls yet. I'm sorry. They're coming, though. They're definitely coming. Whew. Man, y'all are killing me, man. I be getting a lot of messages previous to leaking my phone number. I get a lot of messages throughout this, and it's pretty cool to be able to see what you guys are saying, some of which I can't respond to live because I'm like, I don't know if I should or not. And Joe trying to call people daddy. Yeah. Oh, my God. All right. Time to move on, folks. In the meantime, between time, hey, what do you say we do some stuff? All right. I got something for you. This is going to be right up your alley, too. So hear me out. Let me pull up the stream real quick. I wonder if it's going to matter if I'm in my other account. Oh, there's not even a lag, neither. That's good shit. Plasmar, again, very special shout out to you, brother. Appreciate that. Shitstain, what is your original account that you want unbanned? Just tell me. Speak now, forever hold your peace. Who are you speaking on behalf of? I got a feeling I know, but at least the community. All right, folks, I got something for you. Listen, if you can't get enough of the random stranger prisoner visits, and during the times that we are without, there will always be the Facebook group that is dedicated to trying to help people incarcerated get pen pals via gettingout.com. So if you have an account, got it. 10-4. If you have an account, maybe you'll consider some of who we're getting ready to introduce. Folks, allow me to introduce you to the first person that I've ran across. Lil Baby. Good Lord, what do I got on here? Hey guys, it's Lil Baby. I'm looking for some good pen pal. Oh my God, I'm sharing my screen too. Don't message me right now. I'm sharing my screen. Hey guys, it's Lil Baby. I'm looking for some good pen pals. I believe that those are all hearts right there. Add me on GTL Getting Out app to message me. Don't miss your chance. This sounds like a freaking Sunday special. Oh, shit. Don't miss your chance. I might be your future wife. What? Also, yes, this is my real name. I'm bi, too. And her last name is Dix. So let's go ahead and look at the pics. This is Lil Baby right here with the pigeon-toed feet. Okay, yep, we're flicking off the camera. There we go right there. Lil Baby, you look a little down right there, but, you know, good for you. So what's wild about this chick is the comments don't disappoint. Aren't you the one that got your brother killed? What the... Folks... Springfield, Missouri. Police identified 2 victims in a deadly shooting in Springfield on Thursday. Trevin Dix. Who named? Oh, wait, that's the brother. Sorry, I thought that was her. Trevin Dix, 21, and Reggie Carey, 19, both of Springfield, died at a Springfield hospital from gunshot wounds. Police named Taryn Dix, 19, and Asaya. What's his name? Crab, 18, as the suspects in this case. Both face second-degree murder, attempted armed robbery, and armed criminal charges. Folks, they're saying that this was a setup. Did Lil Baby, what's her name? Did Lil Baby set up her brother? Her own god dang brother. Shit's wild. Y'all writing to her? Talking about she might be your, said don't miss your chance. I just might be your next future wife. Shit's crazy. All right. Things are going absolutely bonkers right now. Lord was ready to save her. And then it wasn't. Shout out to everybody who's been hitting the hotline bling over here. I'm looking for somebody to call. Somebody said that they're available. Oh, yeah, I think it's this guy. Hey, is this number still good to reach you on? About to have a phone call with somebody that I didn't think was legit, and then I ended up having a phone call with them, and it seems like maybe they were. How long is Lil Baby locked up for? We didn't get that information in there. We're calling a guy by the name of, I think, Steven. Hey, Steven, how you doing?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
Doing well. Hey, appreciate your time, and we've had a lot of back and forth trying to get in contact with one another, but it's good to get this chance to talk with you.
Yes, sir.
So you reach out to me and you tell me that you're suffering from addiction and that, you know, you want to share your story. I told you that, you know, this could be an opportunity to share your story on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Did you ever check out, did I tell you what the YouTube channel was?
You said something about the channel, but I don't think you gave me the channel.
The channel's called After Prison Show.
It's called the what?
After Prison Show.
How you saw that?
After, like, before and then after,
Yeah.
prison,
Yeah.
show. All one
Oh,
word.
after prison.
Yeah, I'm actually live
Okay.
right now, so if you look it up, you'll see
Okay.
that I'm live. But yeah, so I work with a lot of people. I've had the opportunity to share a lot of stories. Being with the fact that you're in the local area, that would be cool to get the opportunity to share your story if it was something that was of interest to you.
Before and then after prison.
You're looking at me right there.
I am, yes, sir.
Ain't that wild?
Yeah, that's wild, bro.
Well, at least it shows you that it's legit,
Yeah.
Somebody said, "Oh, by the way, Steven, you're live on the air." Yeah, so this is in no way to, to make light of any kind of plight that you might be dealing with. After prison show is a very serious thing. Most of the time, I do cut up quite a bit, but anytime it's a serious situation, that's what it's taken as.
Gotcha.
So yeah, if it's of interest to you, and you want to share about what's going on, definitely would like to get together with you and see if that would be possible. Another thing that you should do is you should look at this channel. You'll see some of the bigger videos that I've done where people have shared about different struggles that they've had, especially in relation to addiction. And you'll see the way that I'm able to capture those stories and make it something pretty cool.
Yes, sir.
And by cool, I mean like powerful and potentially helpful. With where you're at in your struggle, are you wanting to get the help? Have you tried to get help before and it's just been a constant battle?
Yeah, I've been in and out of rehab probably 3 times now.
Have you ever been incarcerated, before? Any trouble in your life, or is it just the addiction aspect?
I have. I did about 3 years.
Well, from what I've gathered, just from the back and forth of us trying to get in contact, you're working and you're working quite a bit. So, I commend you for trying to be working at the very least.
Yeah, I gotta work. I do got kids, I got 4 kids, so.
Yeah. Well, look, I just wanted to connect with you real quick. This came at a time when I was tied up with this, but I definitely wanted to at least let you know that this is a real thing. It's a very serious opportunity, and it could be an opportunity for you to get your story out there. Maybe it helps you at the very least, gives you something to be able to look back on and, want to grow from. And who knows, maybe it reaches somebody else and shows them the light to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, look, let's reconnect. I won't be available anymore this evening, but tomorrow, if you have some time, and hopefully, like maybe around the lunchtime hour is usually the best time for me to be having calls. If we could get together sometime around then, have a call, we could discuss more.
Yeah, I'm down.
Bet. Well, look, appreciate you taking the call. Didn't want to throw you under the bus, and wanted to let you know that I was live doing this. That's why I'm not really trying to go too deep into the story right this second. But, yeah, let's have that call tomorrow and see what we can do, okay?
All right, that sounds good.
Hey, appreciate it. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
And that works.
All right. Bye. Yeah, so wasn't going to go all up into the story right then and there because, buddy's taking a call and sees that we're live in front of 5,000 people, and that can be unbelievably, you can be taken aback by that. So, hey, look, I'm live. Like, we don't got to talk about anything you don't want to talk about right this second, but he caught me while I was doing the live. Man of Steel says he doesn't sound too enthused. Well, he probably was taken aback a little bit by the fact that I was live. I think we kept it pretty good, and I'm looking forward to connecting with this guy further. So we'll see. Woo! Man, oh man. Has my account been approved yet? Drop this money in my account so that we can start doing these damn visits. Son of a bitch. I gotta put my password in again. Bear with me. You gotta look at a screen real quick while I do that. Y'all can't figure out what I'm typing by listening to me, right? Because that would be crazy. Do. Oh, shit. God, that is intimidating. Putting in usernames and passwords when you're live. All right, we're back in. Oh, my God, did I not turn off the camera? That would have been bad. Did they put this money in my account yet? No, they haven't. We've got 2 contacts who have approved us. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waiting. And we can add people from all over the place, too. Who knows? We might get the next big story from this. Oh, shit. I'm going to go back to what I was doing. Pen pals. You want them? Let's find them. This Getting Out Pen Pals group on Facebook has almost 200,000 members. That is a lot of freaking pen pals, if you ask me. Shout out to the 340 up in here, man. John says, dude, where's my money? What's going on? Hey, Ghetto God, what's going on? What's your shout out to you? You chose the dirtiest, nastiest prison cells for the background. How crazy is it that we're visiting with people who would rather do anything but be where they are? And yet, I've got a green screen fucking prison behind me. And I just can't get enough of it. George says, Joe, stop being a drama queen. What are you even talking about? Oh, my God. All right. We looked at Lil Baby. I've got a couple of... I know I got a couple... You know what? Let's go back to that. We can just... We'll just scroll through the page and see what we come across. All right. Yeah. Like, check this out. Let's just hang out on the page for a little bit. All right. So look at this. This is freaking Ohio, for God's sakes. Look at how clear this shit looks. What they talking about?
Don't go nowhere. You trying to fuck something for sure. Just let that.
What the?
Big Toledo shit in this bitch. You already know what it is. You feel me?
Big
My nigga finna be out there
Toledo?
30 days, man. On everything. My nigga trying to catch him something. Get out there, go home to something, man. He trying to...
Look at how clear these visits are. Somebody commented and said, y'all are where you belong. God. Oh my God, this is horrible.
Fuck something where it real. If y'all go nowhere, you trying to fuck something for sure.
Hey man, shut up, man, with all the cursing. All right, so this guy's advocating for his boy right here. These guys just look like they're from freaking Ohio. Why does this guy look like that white rapper dude? What's his name? His name begins with a T, I believe. What's his name? I can't think of him. Yo, you Ohio dudes are just, and no disrespect, but these guys right here. Oh my God. The comment said, y'all are where you belong. That is horrendous right there. But their visitation, man, is something to be admired. Like, there's no blurring on the backgrounds. Crazy. Here's Buddy again. He's all right, we're done with that. There's plenty of women posted on here. Plenty of dudes. my God, man. Somebody write to this young lady right here. She ain't but 27. God damn. Shit's been rough, man. Oh my God. I was reading this comment right here. This dude says she's got them summer teeth. What does that even mean? Surprise! You're trapped in my basement. My God, look, there's somebody out there for everybody, and I'm not making fun of this chick, okay? It's sad. You don't know what's going on. Woo! And look, you want to know something wild? I've been seeing this post of these two women, a group of women from federal prison, talking about they're the baddest chicks locked up. You're going to see quite a few women who are, dressed to impress type shit. That's her in the world. Look at that. That's her in the world. Damn. Everybody trying to save her. Tell her I'm waiting. What's up with the rose on her hand? I can fix her. She is fine. See, here's another one we can use right here. Securus. There's another one right there. $200,000 members of this group, and I'm not knocking it at all. Look at Buddy right here. Buddy put together a collage of himself. This chick said, this chick said, "Hey, Daddy." Oh my God, this is gold right here. Booty on duty. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. Thank you for letting me know. Every time that phone mic is on, the audio just is horrible. That guy definitely works out quite a bit. And again, look at this Ohio visitation right here. They're doing freaking skit videos on visitation. What did we get banned for? Oh, I got to watch this. They got a freaking YouTube channel right here. Oh, man, look at these clowns, man. Here we go. Watch this. Oh, hey, you come here often?
Yeah. What's up, my bitch? On the dead looks. My nigga trying to catch him something, man. Fuck with my nigga on hood, light skin niggas in this bitch. You already know what it is. Listen, my nigga said he want a fat, tall, small, all bitches on hood. Just call out for all bitches. All bitches. You want an Amazonian built bitch. If you want a 270 pound.
Hey, listen, man. I just got to be honest. Is this y'all, Ohio? Is this y'all? This how y'all be getting down over there? This is diabolical to me. You know they had to edit this. Somebody put this shit in CapCut. They were like, "Okay, we ready? We good? All right, watch this. We're gonna do the walkout like it's a freaking wrestling match." But good for them, though. You know what? I'm not knocking them. They're just not the type of guys that I'm used to seeing. In Virginia, maybe Ohio's just a little bit different. And not saying nothing bad. Not saying nothing bad about it neither. Just maybe it's the accent or whatever. It's like she got her eyebrows tattooed right there. Specimen said CapCut. Lord! Y'all going to be joining this. Ain't no doubt in my mind y'all going to be joining this Facebook group. Them girls look nothing like that in their mugshots. It's freaking hilarious that a woman said this about this chick. Why you hating on her? Yep. We're going to be back. Where are these people at? Santa Cruz unit? Where the hell is that at? Perryville. My name is Ricky, originally from South Dakota, but I am currently doing time at Perryview Women's Prison in Arizona. I'm looking for someone to conversate with, someone who can provide compassion or companionship while I do time. Hope to hear from you soon. 100 comments on this. How old are these pictures? Within the last 5 years. The amount of catfishing on this page is astounding. What's going on? What is this? Expectations versus reality? Somebody got played on this. Can you imagine, though, if you went to visit and it wasn't nothing like what the pictures were? And you got to know that they are in some cases, maybe even in a lot of cases. You're going to be mad as hell. Look at this, man. They damn near sending shots in Ohio. You can see clear as day everything going on in the background. Top comment says fentanyl. God dang it. Oh, shit. Funny all these women pose like this to get pen pals. He had his heart broke before. Oh. And then, you know, what's really interesting about this page, too, is you'll see, like, chicks, and then people will find out what they're locked up for. They call it the crime facts. Give me the crime facts report. Oh, yeah. You'll never know what you're going to run across in here. But I ain't going to lie, man. I am hating in a major way at just how clear that visitation is right there. Ohio, man, y'all got it made with the VIs. Yeah, y'all going to be all on this page, lusting and whatnot. Ghetto God says she's kind of bad, though. Joe should do hot ones. We're moving on. I'm just providing you the information. Hey, if you want to go to the car lot, there's the place to do so. But I'm actually going to start doing guys. Old men at that. That sounded horrible. Yeah, we're going to visit with the old heads. We're looking for the Fleece Johnsons of the world. We're looking for the grandfathers, the great-granddaddies. And we're going to try to tell them that we are their long-lost grandchildren. You don't remember me? Yeah. I gave you gold right there. Sergio does it. Says Joe's getting a Woody. Not attracted to anybody other than my wife. Shout out to my beautiful wife. That's all that matters to me. This is just bait is all it is. I just cast it in and reel it back with people who enjoy it. I give you what you want. If you build it, they will come and destroy it, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, shit, I meant to say no homo. My bad. No Diddy. Dropped the ball right there in a major way. Folks, I got to go ahead and wrap this thing up. I actually got to get ready to go pick up my son. And, yeah, man, look, tomorrow, hey, burner phone, new account, new phone, who this? Yo, shit is going to be jumping. And we got a brand new website. So you know that those rando visits are going to hopefully be jumping tomorrow. And, good shit. Folks, hope you enjoyed this. This was a good one. And if you missed any of this, make sure you go back and check out the beginning. Appreciate you guys taking the time. Appreciate the support on this thing, too. I cannot emphasize enough how much your support is needed and appreciated here because almost 99.9% of every one of these streams is demonetized, and I got to fight like hell to try to get that little monetization back that really amounts to nothing. So, yeah. I'm looking for sponsors on this. I've been working with a couple of people, talking with a couple of opportunities So hopefully we're going to be able to not have to be so much of a grifter. Because look, I don't like flying a sign on the internet. But if you enjoy it, show me with your pockets. Thank you. That's it. All right, anyways. Have a great day. Thank you. New video coming at 5 p.m. We're going to be visiting one of our old prison pen pals long after I've been banned. Still have access to the inside. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate all the support. Have a great day, and I will talk with you later. Until then, peace.